to say this. I hate y'all can.
What is our can?
I love and I hate y'all at the same time. Because I told Don this, but before you arrived, this was a perfect demonstration before I even get into what we're getting ready to talk about today. I approached a total of like 7 niggas to do this. And clearly, I trust those 7 niggas because I don't just invite anybody into this space if I feel like they're a dumbass. So, the first nigga, he took his ass to California and didn't say nothing. I text him, yes, no. I'm on Instagram and I see this motherfucker is tagged in Oakland, California. So I'm like, I hope that means you're going to be back tomorrow. You're going to be mad at me. Sir! Terry, I'm calling you out! And so I'm like, you just weren't going to tell me that you went to California? It was a surprise for my birthday. I don't give a fuck. Were you not going to tell me that it was a surprise and that you weren't going to make it?
That's what I'm doing. No, the post was a surprise.
No, fuck that. Like, why? That the communication piece is what's lacking. You know you have a commitment. Why wouldn't you say something?
Wait, he said he was coming?
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Said he was coming, was supposed to actually bring his taller tripod for me and a light. And, like, how you supposed to come with materials and then you still don't say shit? So that was number 1. Number 2, this nigga, I'm not even gonna name him.
Stop putting people on blast.
I'm putting you on blast. Because niggas can't even lie right. So I consider this male to be a friend. I texted him 3 hours ago, like, hey, here's the address, confirming that he was coming. He finally texts back. No, I texted him early this morning. He finally texts back around 3 o'clock saying, yeah, I'm not feeling too well. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe niggas is like hungover from the night before, or maybe just woke up with a tickle. I was pissed, but that was fine. Do you know what I saw posted an hour ago on Instagram?
Oh, shit.
He has, it's not him, but it's on his page, and it's a bitch with 3 champagne bottles sitting in her fucking lap.
On his page.
On his page. Why? Can I ask the question? Why do y'all lie to women y'all don't have to lie to?
Hey, so what is that? I'm not understanding.
He lied about being sick.
Was he in the picture? Like, what's going on?
It's his page. He was obviously going somewhere with her with these bottles.
Did you see him in the picture?
Right.
No, but that doesn't mean anything. He
That would be for marketing.
She might get his pass.
Come on. Do you see how niggas try to laugh with each other?
No,
like they know
no,
damn well
that's
that this shit is shady.
That's what he's sick. He was like he didn't. I thought you was getting ready to say you seen him in stories like you know.
I thought you said he was drinking champagne. Did you see him? No.
Alright, next subject.
Y'all really gonna lie on this nigga behalf?
Next subject.
I invite y'all because I thought y'all had some fucking sense.
We do.
So y'all not gonna say he's wrong for lying to me.
Okay,
like,
so the
niggas can't even lie right. Because if it was me, if I'm gonna lie,
but I didn't see you in it.
If I'm gonna lie and say that I'm sick, and then I want to post to my story, I'm gonna block the person from my story. Niggas can't even lie right. Like,
you're not even making sense right now.
I am making sense.
Okay, listen, so if the police come in and say, I seen your story, you was here today, but you say you was here. But I see you was there, but it was on the story, but I didn't see you in it.
It's your story.
So just because the motherfucker had his phone, mean he ain't sick?
Yes. It means you're getting ready to go out with a bitch with 3 champagne bottles. That's what that means.
Maybe a bitch got his past.
No, she doesn't. Because niggas don't never let bitches
No, I do know some.
And you know how else I know?
Yeah.
Because the angle. If a woman posts the champagne bottles and they're on her lap, she's going to take it from like this. The angle was from here.
Like he took
he's in the driver's seat, she's in the passenger seat. They're on their way somewhere.
See, you ain't say he was in the car, yo.
She's in the car. I see feet. I see champagne bottles.
You see him.
No, this is what we're not going to do. So I just want to call the point that number 1, niggas ain't shit. Number 2, niggas can't lie. So there's that. But anyway, today we're here to talk about and give some very valuable information to my sisters. So I need for you all to open up the vault of the secrets.
The pressure.
Lord.
Open up the
First of all,
vault.
niggas don't have secrets.
Y'all do have secrets. Y'all got shit that only y'all feel like y'all know, which is why I brought y'all here to discuss this. So, ladies, I'm gonna have these gentlemen share. How do we know that a guy is pretty much either A, using you for convenience, or he's just not that interested, but he's still entertaining you because you just happen to be there? I feel like I've been in situations where, like, the guy is showing me some interest, but not, like, the type of interest that I feel like I need to see. Okay. And I'm like, does he like me or does he not like me? Like, is it, like, the lack of effort? Is that, like, a sign enough? So I'm curious to really hear what you all have to say about this, just so that we can have the signs be very clear. Because sometimes niggas won't say it, but I feel like y'all communicate more with y'all actions than y'all do with y'all words. Who would like to take the floor first?
I'm clear. Take it over.
Throw it on me. Alright, this is like, okay. I got it. So, in the beginning, ladies, it won't be too much, because sometimes y'all expect a lot too soon. Sometimes we gotta make our way to that. Of course, I like you or whatever, so we entertain each other every now and then, we text and all that, but it's not gonna be to the level that you're probably expecting, because women, like, especially at y'all age, well, I'm not y'all age, but because I'm 28, so.
Help me to late 20s.
Yeah, late 20s.
30s.
Y'all got foresight like a motherfucker. Like, in the dough, it's like, nigga, I'm not trying to waste no time.
That's what I want.
Y'all don't have no time to waste.
This is what I want, and
you hear me? I can respect that, but with that mentality, in the beginning, y'all looking for certain shit that don't come until maybe the middle. Mm-hmm. Like that middle behavior, y'all looking for it right then and there. So that don't necessarily mean I don't like you like that or whatever. I just don't, those feelings haven't developed yet, whereas I'm going to be acting a certain way. Now, as we start to hang out and we building rapport, we getting comfortable with each other, that's when you start to see the behavior change. That's when niggas start to move shit around. You know what I'm saying? They schedule like, okay, let's do this. But if we ain't done enough in the beginning, it's just gonna be like, here and there.
You got something to add?
I mean, basically, he just nailed everything. Like, y'all be wanting us to like y'all, how y'all like us, like this.
Okay, why you not like us bad?
I mean, y'all can't just up and just make us like y'all, like the way y'all like us.
So do you feel like it's too high of an expectation to, like, so let's just go with texting.
Okay.
So do you feel like it's too high of an expectation to be, like, expecting for y'all to text every day when y'all first meet?
No, because, like, I'm just looking at my situation. I know, because it's like in a routine. From, like, I want to say 6 o'clock in the morning to, like, maybe 8:39, I'm fuck around and send out a text message. Mm-hmm. From 9 to 7, I might not see it. From 9 to 7, I might not, it might not have any urgency enough for me to reply just yet, because we ain't there yet. So, for, like, texting every day, nothing wrong with that. I'll text you every day. But it might be some time gaps.
Okay.
In them text messages.
Okay. But see, and it's not really the time in between that bothers me, because, like, motherfuckers got jobs. People got different types of jobs. So some people can be on their phone more than others, which is fine.
And most ladies, y'all got desk jobs. Y'all be in them patient services, the healthcare girls. Y'all be on y'all phone regardless all day.
Y'all be on phone. Like, what was you doing? Like working. Like,
see, I can understand that, because I'm just a person that feel like when I was younger and I was in college, I used to be like, well, why you not texting me? But now, like, it ain't that much shit in the world to really talk about, and sometimes, like, you dry out the conversation too quick by talking about so much, like, via text versus, like, waiting till you see somebody in person. Mm-hmm. So I can get that. But I just feel like, so is this an easy telltale sign? If you are always the person to initiate the conversation, is it safe to say that the guy is like half in, half out.
No,
I'm gonna say yeah.
For some reason, like some females, y'all would wait until a dude text y'all. Like y'all wait for like y'all be thinking about a dude for a whole week and then don't text him. But wait on us to text y'all.
But see, I only do that if I feel like, so like let's say the last 2 times we've spoken, I've initiated the conversation.
Okay.
So if I'm waiting to see if that interest is there. Like I'm not going to keep texting you first. So like that's what I'm saying. Like is it safe to say like if I've initiated the conversation twice and he hasn't, like again, now I'm waiting.
Now you waiting, right?
And a week goes by and this nigga ain't texting me. Is it safe to say he ain't feeling me like that?
You might like him more than he might like. You might like him more than he likes you right now.
At that time.
Yeah.
But I mean, is it something to give up on?
Now, see, y'all give up too easily.
But no, I'm gonna be real. That's that's borderline. It could be something to give up on, cause like in the same breath, cause this is hard.
It is.
Cause I feel like nowadays how niggas want to be chased. I'm not gonna chase nobody.
That ain't it. It's other reasons why this hard. I'll tell you later. But I'm trying to get my words together. Take it over real quick.
I mean, sometimes dudes want to know if y'all interested too, though. Like,
but if I initiated the conversation the last two times, that should tell you like, bro, I want to talk to you.
Okay, but who ended the conversation?
So that's another thing. That's another thing. If niggas
like,
have,
good night.
That's different. Niggas have this bad. Like 2 to 3 word replies. I don't have shit to reply to that. So I'm not gonna say anything. So in that instance, like you don't have a follow-up comment or a question, I'm not saying anything.
Well, where's your follow-up after the 3-word text that you did only reply to?
See, the thing is, because of what I do for a living, I usually take the lead with conversations and questioning. So like if I'm trying to get to know you, you know, I'm asking you like certain questions, you know. And another thing that makes me feel like a nigga not interested or they just don't know how to have a fucking conversation is I do a lot of the leading. So you just gotta follow me. I ask you a question, what do you do?
Right. Tell you what I do.
Okay, but no, if I ask you a question, what do you do next?
You ask the question back.
You ask the question back.
Right.
Some niggas just be like, oh. They're like, they give you that. They give you that answer. Okay, but
if you doing that, you borderline retarded.
Yeah, like somebody, how's your day? Like, it was good.
See, I do that to niggas I don't want to talk to. See, I do that to niggas that I don't really want to talk to. You know what I mean? But like, even, so I give you an example, not too long ago, I asked this dude, like, what are your turn-offs? Like, because we was having a good conversation, I'm trying to keep the momentum going, so I asked him what his turn-offs were. He tells me, and then I'm like, then he asked me, like, you know, are you asking because you want to, like, I can't remember exactly the wording. Like, he like, are you asking because you want to, like, you storing information in the vault? And so I just replied, and I was like, you know, one, I think it's interesting to just know what men's turn-offs in general. And if I'm interested in you, I obviously want to know, like, the things that you don't like. So I say that, and he was like, I see. And I'm just like, I left his ass on red. Cause like, bitch, you not gonna ask me what the fuck what my turn-offs are? Do you not care?
Right, yo.
Yeah, I mean, like,
see, so he don't care. He don't care.
Some people just don't know how to hold a conversation.
No, but at our age,
you right about that.
Come on, you gotta
trust me. You'll be surprised. Like, even I be thinking too, like, our age, you know, some niggas just really don't be like. They be thinking they be doing stuff and they don't.
Like, okay. So I just wanted to make that clear. Because I'm like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. If I'm doing the leg work to throw out the question, all you got to do is ask me them same questions back. And when you don't, then I just feel like,
check it out.
You don't care.
So I got this on my mind. Like, when it comes to when we interested in women, you got interested, and then it's another level above that where for better term, thirsty.
Yeah.
Like, it's like he excited about her. Like, oh shit. So if the nigga if he really excited, cause everybody then, let's just say if you start talking to somebody and if you was really liking the idea of that person, motherfuckers would start creating stories in their head to see like, man, we look good together. We'd be this.
So sometimes men do that too. Cause they do that all the time.
Hell yeah. Like, niggas map out a whole life with a girl.
He's like, you know what? Let me see.
So when it's like that though, when it's like that, you'll see a little bit more like initiative. You'll see a little bit more like you will have to initiate because he's excited to get to know you or whatever the case may be. Now that nigga versus the nigga who's interested, that is not. It's a difference, but not that big of a difference. Because the nigga who's interested, he'll get there, but he's just not there right now. He's interested enough to let's see what that leads to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you will have a nigga that's like overly excited, like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
So pretty much, if you not getting that energy, some of that energy back, you should just let it fizzle. Because that's what I feel like I'm in a situation. Like now, I just be letting shit fizzle because then I feel like I'm chasing you and I don't want to keep. I'm not finna chase nobody.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel is chasing? Like keep texting them.
Like if I have to keep initiating the conversation, if I have to keep trying to, like I literally had to, I had to literally like I try not to be passive aggressive with niggas, but I literally had to tell the dude one time like. No, I think I asked him how he was doing, and he told me, and I was like, "I'm great too. Thanks for asking." He was like, I was finna ask. I was just in the middle of something, and I'm just like, yeah, all right.
He was.
But then wait to reply until you can give a real answer. Like, don't reply off impulse. Like, I'm holding my dog. Like, then wait till you put the dog down to reply to me. Like, I don't understand why that's so hard. Because then, like I said, with the lack of responses, like the 3-word answers, and then you not giving me nothing back.
Also, I'm saying that. Also, the nigga don't feel like. Because girls can come off dry in conversation or nonchalant or like they don't really. So energy's real. We can feel energy through text messages.
Yeah, you can.
So if I'm texting a girl and I don't feel like she's excited or she being nonchalant or it's kind of dry, that doesn't help me to want to continue.
Yeah, it don't.
Okay.
Or you ask.
It could be how you say it. How you say stuff. It's like. All right, you know, I'll let you. Right. If we both, you know, excited to talk to each other and you can, I don't know, it's weird as hell, but you can feel energy through the phone. You know when somebody.
Yeah.
So, if niggas ain't getting that, it's like, all right, you know, true that.
Okay. So, good to know. Because now I feel confident that, like, I just need to, like, if I'm not getting certain energy back, then I just need to leave it be and I'm not misreading the situation. Because that's what it is. I feel like sometimes. Like, are my expectations too high right now? After what I just said, I don't think they are.
I mean, some dudes probably don't be used to the questions you ask them or you ask. They don't even know what to say.
How you don't know what to say? Just answer the fucking question. Y'all just be acting stupid.
I ain't telling me, look.
Here comes the voice change.
Okay, so let's say that you just trying to fuck. What does the bare minimum from a man look like?
On my end, as far as
like how much? Like what's the minimum amount of effort that you gonna put through so a lady can know like this nigga just trying to fuck?
In cases where I was just trying to fuck, so was she. So if the energy is not weird. I don't have to play games.
So do you just get straight to the point? Like
if you know when niggas trying to fuck, most of the questions be about sex or shit like that.
Not even. It's how y'all even came about talking in the first place.
Can you give me an example?
So let's say if she's replying to something like in your stories or messages in a sexual way, or that is what you lay it with. I'm gonna scope it out real quick, make sure that's the case. Then okay, cool. That's what you want.
What does scope it out look like?
I fuck around and lead it on.
Okay. So ask further questions.
To see
how far you gonna go with
right.
Yeah, because ladies, let me tell you this type of shit Reggie be busting. This is me texting Reggie asking where they piece of dick at. Like,
what?
Like, you only dick, where it's at. Like,
now her, I know she just want dick. That's all. Yeah. So, there's no conversation with her. There's no.
Most of the time, the sex be just coming from the female. Mainly, like, it'd be like, but then sometimes there'll be one more. And it's like, no, we kicked it off like this, and then that's what it's gonna be.
Okay, so now that you've gone there,
But when he said that, my face kind of, I'm like, I don't know.
so how do you handle, like, if you start off a relationship that's more just on the sexual side, or let's say, like, you go out on a date and you fuck the first night, does that mean that that don't mean that you're not going to see her any different, or you may not pursue shit with her?
No, that means I know what type of person I am, man. Maybe she liked me, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe she just wanted to. We just felt each other. We felt, you know what I'm saying?
So is there such a thing as not working hard, like where you feel like you didn't work for it?
If to make it interesting, I said this in one of my videos one time, whether I have sex with you tonight or 30 days from now, my intentions with you are the same. Because I've already made up in my mind what I wanted from you from jump. And not necessarily, not like that solidified, but I know whether or not, like, if I can see myself with you, if I can see myself getting to know you. So if you want to wait until day 30,
it ain't going to change what I'm thinking about. So if I just wanted to.
Now, just to, also what you said, let's just say, I think you was getting ready to ask, let's say if we led off with sex, and now it's turning around that she wants, you know what I'm saying, more. If I want more with you, cool. But if that wasn't the case, it's not going to work out for you.
Okay, so if you don't want more, what is that behavior going to look like?
No effort.
Okay, so
we hit each other up
here and there.
Right.
So it's just the lack of effort that's more so the signifier.
Don't do that. No.
I'm just asking.
Look, we
gotta be like,
yeah. It was gonna
That's basically what I'm trying to figure out. Like, that's basically what you're saying, though. Like, if you're not returning certain energy, and so I want to go back to something Don said. How do y'all decide what y'all want from the chick? Like, what does that look like?
For me, now that I'm like older and shit, your social media presence means something. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what people say. Like, oh, it's just a pose.
Yeah, we think all that shit.
Who you are comes out. I don't give a fuck. Wherever, I got a quote. It's not mine. It's my favorite one. Wherever you go, there you are. So. Like most of this shit is steering from Instagram. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Instagram is a dating app. The shit happens. The shit happens. So, like, it's vibes and shit. It's the presence. It's what I think you are based off what you showing me. And if it's enough to pique my interest to make me want to know more, then cool. But if I'm seeing certain shit, certain behaviors, I'm gonna come up with my own perception of what that is. Okay. That could not be the case, but perception is reality.
What behaviors? So,
like what the behaviors be? Let's say you're always talking about sex in some form.
Okay.
Or that's a turn on for me.
Big turn on.
No, why?
You don't want to talk about sex all the time.
All the time?
Does that mean you're not going to fuck though?
No, that would scare me.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you see a chick that posts a lot of like little sexual memes or whatever, that doesn't necessarily that you won't try to pursue a sexual relationship, but you just have already scrapped the relationship off the floor.
Me? I'm not
going to pursue it. I'll try to.
Nothing.
Because we see what you want. We see what you're posting.
I'm
sure a lot of people, right. I'm sure a lot of people catching this too, like, and some niggas thirsty enough to bite their little bait that you.
Okay. See, that's why I wanted Terry here, because Terry is the nigga that don't have no sense, and he would have been on the opposite end of this, because I'm like, y'all making too much sense right now. Because it's definitely niggas who, like, see that and be like, oh, I'm finna see.
We're just not those niggas. I'm not saying not out here, but you got niggas who will, I know niggas.
Yeah, me personally.
Yeah, I know niggas who will jump right on it just because she's laid it out there. Oh, yeah, it's gonna eat. I'm gonna hit that.
So at this point, this is the question that I think is missing. At this point in you all's lives, you're looking for something of depth.
Yeah.
You're looking to build.
Because like my next girlfriend, first of all, we had one, but like my next girlfriend, that's, in my eyes, that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to be, careful with who I choose to, and I don't have time to, because you have to properly date somebody.
Okay.
My time is limited, So if I'm gonna spend some time with you, it has to go somewhere. In my head, that's what I'm hoping for.
Cause niggas got kids and
You hear me?
careers. Like what you gonna do?
Baby daddies in the house. Okay. Children's fathers.
You hear me?
Our time is definitely valuable, man.
So you feel like that's what you at, Don? You ready to settle down?
Don't put me on that.
You ready to settle down, Don?
Maybe, you feel me? I don't know. I could be.
Who got could be? Because I feel like you got some more in you that you not.
I got some more with me. I really do, you know what I'm saying? But I am ready to settle down.
Do you feel like you're being more selective?
Yeah, I am, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like with kids, you have to be. Like,
yeah,
you can't just
bring
be.
everybody around kids and, you know.
Okay, so y'all not giving no energy to the. Well, I'm not gonna say this because I know. Is it safe to assume that when you meet a dude and y'all start talking, that he is fucking somebody else?
Well, I don't know. What did you say?
Is it safe to assume that when you meet a man and you interested in getting to know him, that he is getting pussy from another woman?
I mean, it's like a 50-50.
Yes. Ain't no 50-50. Nigga.
No, all the time though. No, something like I ain't gonna lie.
Cause I don't believe men can go without sex.
It was like one time in my whole life that I finally, when I did start dating somebody, I wasn't really fucking with nobody. So.
Nah, but we don't have to be.
Yeah.
But we also don't have to be fucking with nobody. You can have motherfucker you can just get some pussy from.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
So, how did you get to the place where that became the girl you got the pussy from?
Because that was a previous partner or something like that, or the relationship. It's not like an ex or.
But somebody you talked to that it didn't work out with you.
Right, right.
Okay, so y'all quick to go back down your list to just see, okay, who can I put this to get some cootie for?
We don't be going down no list.
Oh, they round back, they come back around, they round.
And you know why?
Why?
Because girls will always choose familiar dick over some new dick.
That is true.
So I'll get the text if I'm in the mood for that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
We both familiar with each other. I don't have time to be finding new sex partners. Like what the fuck?
Okay, so most of the time it's somebody that they had previously already.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that the case for ladies?
And you probably won't have to worry about that going anywhere, but with that person, so.
Because they didn't already kind of went this course. Okay. For some women, yes and no. Like, I'm at a place where I'm not, like, I don't really like the niggas that's been on my roster. I really could give a fuck less about them. And I'm not super open to new dick unless it's there. It's a target. So I like, but that's the thing. Women can go without longer than men. Like I'm not gonna disclose that line, but I've gone without for a long time. Like I got homegirls who've gone a year, and that's not like them choosing to be celibate. That's just them like I don't want to fuck no old niggas, and I don't really feel like you new niggas deserve my pussy. Mm-hmm. So. We kind of can, we got toys, and then sometimes you can just, out of sight, out of mind, you kind of just push through it. But I feel like for men, it's definitely not usually the case. Like, I feel like if you meet a new nigga and you interested, he getting some pussy from somebody. Like, because niggas just ain't going without having sex.
Look, and let's just say I'm talking to you, and we ain't fucking, and let's say we get to the point where we start fucking. Oh, well,
yeah.
That's over with.
It be like that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It feels like 9 times out of 10.
I need you to speak a little louder.
I said it be like that 9 times out of 10. Like once you, like he said, you do. Then
because obviously, like we like you enough to, just.
And they ain't even like we just fucking them all the time.
Right.
It could be like once in a.
Seriously, once in a while.
So what do you feel like the average man's sexual appetite is? How often does a man need to have sex?
I mean, as far as like what?
No, I'm saying like if you a single man, are you trying to you got somebody you fucking what? Once a week, once a month, every 2 weeks?
Whenever I feel like it.
She wants specific.
Are you gonna be specific?
Yeah.
I don't mean.
Cause you said they coming to you, so that means you ain't never hit up that you up text. You ain't never sent one of them out. Cause that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking on you all. Yeah.
At the most, it'll be like twice a week. At the most.
It could be twice a week.
And
it ain't gotta be like every day. No, you know what I'm saying. Especially when you talking about nobody. Yeah.
Exactly. when we get that, like when we feel like we need to,
Yeah.
cool. But I don't need, if you got my girl,
Right, I don't
gotta
care
be
about
like every
I don't care about you fucking
couple
me every day.
days.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So as a single man who don't really have a solid
Once
yet,
or twice a week.
Yeah.
so you hitting up your outside pussy once or twice a week, or they hitting you up. Like, it's like,
Right.
you pretty much have a standard fuck buddy in place, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You validate that? You got
Oh,
a
yeah,
standard fuck buddy in place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck buddy.
Okay. That's
Until the girl I like, until we get to that point, then I'll cut
okay.
that off.
And do the women typically know that that's the relationship?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I've never had to lie to kick it or play around. I never had to do that.
Because I do feel like women end up getting trapped in like sexual situations, and then all of a sudden, because I done been there before when I was younger, like, why we don't never go out? Like, can we go out? Can we go out?
If that's all it's been, no, there ain't no going out.
Right.
See, because my phone battery a little low. Ladies, do you hear that? Okay, if there are no dates in the beginning and you fuck off of Netflix and chill, it is a very big chance that you are not gonna get a date after
You
that.
might get a link up, meet me here. I'm here.
I just want to clarify that, okay? So get your date through the door. Stop doing this Netflix and chill shit, because all you're gonna end up being is some ass.
So a date.
But if the nigga, hey, I'm telling you, if we kick it off on some Netflix and chill shit, and I like you and interested, we going out.
Yeah, we can go out.
Hell yeah, easily.
They're so hard to read. Like, I just got 2 different messages.
I mean, it's like you gotta like you though. You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
On that level, to be going out. To be
Okay,
seen,
so that leaves me. So, how long would you tell a girl it's too long to be in a situationship with a nigga and it's not going nowhere? Because I feel like niggas try to do let's go with the flow. Let's see what happens. Why we gotta rush? And they've already had in their mind what their intentions with that woman is. So I just want women to be...
Not necessarily, though.
Okay. Well, I want a good consensus, because I feel like sometimes y'all be knowing.
It don't take long for us to know.
Okay, so how
I'll say
about...
that. What, shit, a month or 2, if that.
Do you agree with that timeline?
A month or 2, what about the situation?
To know, like, if you want more than a situationship with her.
Yeah. It's been about a month or 2. Sometimes we still gotta get a feel. It takes longer for us than it takes for y'all, to be honest with you.
But even, let me say this, because somebody did a poll on, and I think it was Diamond, did a poll on Twitter asking how long women had been in, like, what was their longest situationship. It was motherfuckers in there saying a year plus.
Yeah.
Don't be in no situationship with no nigga for no year, because he already knew what he wanted to do with you, and if he wanted to do it, he would have did it already. Fair.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do what?
Like make it
Take
a
you to
girl.
the next level.
Because niggas be acting like it take a year plus to get to know somebody.
Well, sometimes y'all be put on the front, so
What does that
it'd
mean?
be crazy sometimes.
What does that mean, Don?
No, I was just messing with you.
Okay, so I'm trying to make sure we're getting the valuable information here. Anything longer than 2 months, 8 weeks, ladies, that man knows what he wants to do with you, okay? And if he hasn't done it, that means you just gonna be a fuck buddy on the roster eventually until the bitch he really like come through the door. Okay.
I don't know about all that.
That's what you just said. You just validated what I
It
said.
honestly take me a little longer though. I ain't even
Okay, so how long it take you?
about 6 months for me.
To know what?
Know that I really want to take it to the next level.
Okay, so 2 to 6 months is long enough for you to know, like, I want to make this my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think, I don't necessarily, I think 6 months is a bit, but I don't think, what's the 2?
When I say 2, it's...
Know what we want, not girlfriend, right?
Right. Like, I'm interested enough to, let's keep it going.
Okay.
I'll date you seriously.
Right.
Okay.
I'll cut off some options to see where this can go.
Okay, so when you making somebody your girlfriend? How long?
That don't take long, like you said. Like, it could be 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got a better answer.
Yeah.
2 months for them to have an idea of intentions as far as if they want to date you seriously.
Right.
6 months to actually cuff about. But any longer than 6, baby.
It would be longer sometimes.
No, fuck that. Move on.
Kids, he's like, you want to bring everybody around kids in a month?
No, I just said 6 months though. So in 6 months, you should know if that's somebody you want to bring around your kids.
Right.
So for the women that date baby daddies out here, how long?
Baby daddies.
Baby daddies out here. How long? Like if you dating? Because I think that's a signifier for a lot of women. Like if she knows if this nigga starting to bring. Because I don't even count family no more. Because niggas bring everybody around family, but niggas don't bring everybody around their kids. So how long would you say usually take you to introduce a woman to your children?
About I don't. It depends on how we feel about you type stuff. You know?
For real.
It depends on how we feel about you. Right?
Yeah. If I see that future with you, if I can see it, it'll happen soon.
It don't be no time for him. It'll be like
it'll be a little sooner than, you know.
6 months?
You still asking us time. We just told you that.
I need an approximation. I'm here to deliver answers, not vagueness.
Let's go with
6 months.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what are some things that tell you that you really want to be with a woman? Like, what types of things do you need to see from her?
Good question. For me, the biggest thing, because I'm thinking about what I want in a relationship, or what I want from my woman, is it's just like, not too much, like comfort. Just that place I can go when the world is beating me up. You know what I'm saying? I always say, I don't necessarily need my woman to go out and make money and this and that. No, when shit is getting to me, I need that reassurance from you. All right, babe, cool, go back. So if I see like nurturing signs, if I see that concern, how your day, King? Ooh, like shit like that you care about, like my mental and well-being. That's the easiest way to get me to start opening up.
Small stuff we pay attention to.
Right, that's the easy way to get me to start opening up. Like, okay, let's dig a little deeper with her. So that's the only thing that I really would need.
Okay, because I feel like I was having that conversation at the barbershop, and
Did you see that? That was wild.
So one of the things that like came up is like, I think they asked us like, what do you consider a real man? So you know, we give out characteristics, right? Like characteristics, not shit to do with money or being a provider. We gave out characteristics: loyalty, being understanding, being compassionate, thoughtful, all that type of shit. And then they like flipped the question, and then we like asked them like, you know, what do you want? Because then it became a like, instead of it being like, what do you want from a real man or what makes a real woman, it became a like, what do you bring to the table? And one of the girls, she kind of like, they was asking us, as you saw, they was yelling at us. It was a lot of questions at one time. But one of the girls answered, so what do you bring to the table? After she said what she wanted out of, like, what she considers a real man. And she was like, well, because her boyfriend was actually there. She was like, well, whatever he do for me, I can do for myself. And so one of the guys was like, that's not what we at, you know, that's not what we getting at. Like, we not talking about, like, the materialistic shit. Like, you know what niggas want? Like, niggas want peace. And she was like, we were like, well, I mean, no, they were like, we want to be happy. And so we like, well, what the fuck you doing to her where she's not making you happy? You know what I mean? Right. And it ended up coming out when he was like, he feel like a lot of women are just like complainers or just kind of have this negative like attitude that they bring around a man. And to me, I was confused by that because I'm just like, what reason would she have not to be happy unless like some shit in her life is going wrong or you not making her happy?
So what's your question?
My question is that like a similar experience where you just feel like women aren't creating a space for you to have this peace that you're seeking? Like, I think women get so combative about that, like being the peace, because it's like, are you like, nigga, are you somebody's peace?
Right. It's a double. It's both ways.
Yeah, it go both ways.
So if the nigga is doing, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, that woman is naturally just gonna create a peaceful environment. If she don't have to worry about certain things, first of all, the number one thing, if you instill ultimate confidence in your lady where no matter what, the thought ain't even crossing her mind that she can trust you no matter where you at. She know you loyal. She know you cheating. You'll see a different side of her. You know what I'm saying? If she's secure in y'all relationship, but you have to make her be secure.
Okay.
Based off of, you know what I'm saying, your actions and how you treating her and all this other stuff. I think if the guy's doing what he's supposed to do, another side of that woman is just going to come out and just create a peaceful environment. But if some shit she worried about or she ain't happy about something, maybe you're not providing over here, could be financial, could be in another way. Something's lacking if she's nagging.
You think so? Something's lacking.
What do you feel like, John?
As far as that, like, I mean, like they go both ways with situations like it is trust thing on both ends. If it makes each other feel secure in the relationship. And I don't really know. I don't know what I'm gonna say right now because I just got my hopes right now.
So do you feel like if women are being taken care of, they give you peace?
If a woman getting taken care of, they give me peace.
Like, if you feel like you're taking care of a woman in the way she needs to be taken care of, do you feel like she grants you back with peace?
Yeah, that is true. If you, like I said, like you said, if you making her feel secure and she can trust you and all that, it's a possibility that, you know, she'll grant you.
But if she's not, let's backtrack before the relationship started. If she's not whole and y'all go to the relationship, even though we doing what we supposed to do, some insecurities could stir up to whereas that'll cause disruption. Even if I'm doing everything right, she maybe has started the relationship not completing herself. So that could be a way where she could be disrupting the peace, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I have a question. So, do y'all, because I feel like this is something that I see a lot. And I feel like y'all probably don't have this experience, but I literally see niggas who like, they going out on dates with a girl, they fucking her consistently, spending time, and don't cuff. Like, how do y'all like have like not have an attachment after spending so much intimate time with somebody?
She ain't ready for the relationship.
Yeah, she's just not ready. Yeah.
That's not fair to her. That's not make that be clear. You know what I'm saying? But if the nigga is not.
But how do you like you? It's like you want the benefits of a relationship, but you don't want the commitment piece. Is that like is commitment that scary for y'all?
For some men.
Yeah, for some men. But sometimes some men still it's something out there for them, something else. And then, even though they still doing all the stuff that they doing.
Is it the fact that y'all can sit there and say like, if when we like, okay, well, we doing this, and this, and he could be like, or he could like, she could catch him up doing some shit, and he's like, well, we ain't together though. Is it like the loophole of having the we ain't together?
It's all games. That's gonna be up to the girl to know when to cut it out. Because ultimately, y'all are in control. You can not make a nigga do what you know what I'm saying you want him to do, but you are in control of the situation. Let's say if you want more, and he ain't, I'm not gonna say that be quick with it, but after a certain amount of time, if you want to be with him, he want to be with you, and he's not delivering on that, you can easily just cut it off.
Yeah.
But if you don't, he's gonna keep doing it.
Keep doing what he's doing. If you don't stop what's going on and you keep letting it go on, what you gonna keep
it just
doing?
show you don't really so you don't really value yourself like that. In the woman's shoes, you don't really think you could do better, and he knows that.
Not saying he probably not thinking about it, but I'm not saying he did it yet.
You ain't putting no urgency on it either. You could easily just I guarantee you slap on the conversation, just be flat out blunt with him. Like, yeah, I'm kind of looking for something. We've been dating for a while, or whatever the case may be. We sleep together. We do this. Just map out that whole and I respect if you're not ready for that. There's no problem, but I'm gonna go ahead and walk away if you're not ready for that. Come looking for some more.
Okay.
That'll definitely put us in the urgency on that shit.
Okay, so it's just sometimes it's just about having a conversation. Because I feel like
women, how you bring it to him.
Yeah, how you bring it to him.
You doing this, and he's like, all right, no.
Right. If you
can't be forcing it on him.
Right. If you bring it to him in that manner, just on some grown woman shit, there is no outs that he can like take. He can't be like, oh, you trying to pressure me? Ooh. Mm-hmm. You could just, if you just flat out like, yeah, I'm kind of looking for something a little bit more stable. I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
I am interested in you. You know, I can definitely see myself being with you. But if you don't see the same thing, I'm gonna have to make the decision to leave you alone and go find somebody who will be with me.
Okay.
Niggas gonna be like, shit.
And that situation is how you say stuff.
Yeah,
deliver stuff to them.
Okay, because I feel like women try to do that with the, so what are we? Like, what
Yeah,
are
so you can't be, and then he be like, you know what I'm saying, that'll throw him off.
Be that grown woman just
Nigga, I talk with him and he be sitting there
nigga,
like,
this is what we doing. I'm a grown ass woman, guy. What you want to do?
Okay. Y'all hear that? So have these grown ass conversations, okay? Stop trying away from this. If you know that that's what you want and he ain't brought it up or y'all moving a little bit, again, we already know the timeline is somewhere between 2 and 6 months. So in between that time frame, that means it's time to be pulling out that conversation. Is it fair to ask, like, where do you see this going? Is that a good one? Because I feel like that's fair.
it depends on when you saying it.
True.
So it's a period of time where it's too early for a woman to ask that.
Yeah, you can't ask them on second date.
Okay. So that's something good though, because I feel like a lot of, like you said, like women in this age bracket, they don't want to waste time. So it may come out like some women may be asking like what intentions are too soon.
And guys don't feel like, when we feel like we're being forced, it kind of turns a guy off too.
But how was me asking like what are your intentions forcing you?
It's like, maybe let me get to know you some more first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's only if it's too soon.
Yeah.
Like if it's, first of all, you got to think. This is the thing with time frames. I think it's gonna be dope. This is the thing with time frames. So we saying 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, all of this. We are not spending consecutive 2 months with you. There is time between our lives. So let's count the interactions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you think about the interactions that we're having in these time frames, it's not that much. Because niggas is busy, we still got our shit going on. So it might take a little longer for us to cultivate that relationship and get comfortable with each other and be able to see a future.
Mm-hmm.
Not in 6 months, we probably kick it. You know, I'm not gonna put a number on it, but you get what I'm saying as far as how much time we're spending together.
And I feel like the more y'all like each other within that 6 months, the more often you see each other.
Yeah, nigga, like that, them first dates go by, you already thinking, like, I don't see her again. You planning this shit out. You looking at your schedule. Oh, I gotta do this. Damn, I ain't gonna be able to see it for 2 weeks. Niggas might even try to come out to work if you really feel like, hey, I know it's let's go here, even if it's an hour. But got the interactions in those time frames too. So it might take a little longer, ladies. It's okay.
yeah, definitely not taking long because at the end of the day, we still trying to get a feel of you too. Like, you know, as far as like that, we gotta see who you know, who you done the party, like you did on the guys.
Y'all niggas know everybody. That ain't fair.
Exactly. It's like, man, like,
nigga, we walk in. I'm
like, you gotta see like.
That ain't our problem.
That's what we saying. Like, we gotta know. I ain't gonna lie. For me to get a relationship, I gotta know some shit like about a female. Like,
come on, because
I gotta know. I mean, basically, like, not like who you found. You know what I'm saying? But like, who you know, who if like, cause somebody that I knew that, you know what I'm saying, had you before. That kind of be like throw off for me. I ain't even lie to do.
Is it dependent on the degree in which you know, right? How close you are, right?
Not if I know the nigga.
If I know of you,
like,
see you every time I go out. What up, nigga? And I find out, you know, that you was talking to the nigga I say what's up to all the time. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Me and him, you know.
So are y'all close to the point where y'all wouldn't cuff if the other fucked?
Who?
You and Don.
Oh, wait.
Because I didn't even know these niggas knew each other. They came in and gathered. I'm thinking I got 2 separate niggas here. But I don't know the degree of the relationship.
This is the perfect example.
Yeah, it is.
Me and him, we don't know each other like that. We cool. When we see each other, it's tight. So if I find out the shorty I'm talking to fucked with him, I feel no kind of way.
No.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fair. Because I feel like sometimes people take that too seriously. Now I understand like your close little circle of folks. However, like Chicago is small. You know what I mean? Like we don't have that many good options out here. So and I think like how much time in between. Like if you fuck in fucking early college. Like, does it really still matter now? Like, if that wasn't your girlfriend, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Look.
no, I can't answer that either. I mean, I don't know. No.
Okay.
But I don't care. As long as they're like one of my close homies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it around, it's like.
Anything?
Right.
No, that's right, bro.
Nah, nigga, I was like text like, yo, we gotta talk.
Yeah.
So, anything else that you feel like you need to know before you get into a relationship?
And honestly, some guys, we look at who you used to fuck with, too. The type of niggas you used to fuck
True.
with. Like, you fuck the doughboys and the scammers and niggas like, niggas who, I don't know, it depends on who you fuck with. Or some, I don't know. We look at that, too.
It's good.
We look at stuff like that, too, though. Like, the type of niggas you fuck with.
But what does that tell you about a girl?
I mean, is that the type of nigga you usually are?
Okay.
Used to,
so, like, maybe potentially her expectations.
Right, so basically, like, if you see me, all the thing I fuck with is big booty bitches on Instagram for ass out, what you gonna think?
That you like hoes.
Basically, okay, that's what I'm saying. So
no offense to the big bitches.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you feel me? But that I'm saying, like, we look at that, and I'm sure y'all probably look at that too. Like, you see me all the time with one of them. It's like,
do you think it's fair for a woman like to think that like if you used to date like a certain type and then she's completely opposite of that type, that you might fucking cheat on her with a bitch that's that type?
So most women probably think that. Most women do feel like that, but sometimes it don't be the case. So sometimes niggas is going different. Well, we actually like you, and we actually like the, you know what I'm saying, how you treat us and shit like that. Yeah.
Something fresh, something different.
Yeah.
Now, like as far as on y'all end, let's say I noticed your track record is drug dealers, scammers, and all of that, and now you talking to me. I'm none of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a certain lifestyle that comes with certain people, and whatever case may be. And I'm not gonna be trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, what you used to. You gonna get Reggie.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think though with some women they feel like in that example, like if you used to dating that certain type and they indulge you, then you go for the good guy.
But
like,
I'm not having that. No, you not gonna come over here and
you wanna come over here now. I don't want to do before
no,
other bad drugs.
It's so funny that
I'm just saying though, no, but
I've had a few women double back. Like, no.
Oh, now look, so no double back. They ain't going. They pick up on this shit. They pick up on it. Okay, so this will end the first segment that I have with Reggie and Don. I'm gonna get to these questions that the women wanted to ask and get honest answers to. Now that we're done with the whole, he's just not that into you. So now that you've all picked up on all of these things, just know that these niggas be knowing what they want. It takes them a little time to get there, but they be knowing. So don't be out here getting played, ladies. Okay, I just gave y'all some really good keys.
And just don't try to force it on them.
Here y'all go with this forcing word. Okay, so you gotta give them some time, but it is fair to have that conversation that you're looking for something, and if they're not in the place to commit, then you will have to take you and your puss elsewhere.
Yeah, nothing wrong with stating those intentions though, getting ready. In the beginning, you know, when y'all getting to know each other, definitely that conversation will come up. Yeah, so what are you open to? Ask him, is he open to the idea of a relationship?
See, so, I'm glad I caught you there, because I sometimes do that, right? And I feel like, ladies, that is how you know what a nigga is on. Mm-hmm. Because if a nigga tells me, I ain't really looking for a relationship right now, I know he's just looking to fuck. He's just looking to fuck.
He told you, and if you keep
fucking with him, then that means that you can't have better expectations.
That's what a lot of females fucked up at too. Like, a nigga tell you what from the jump, like, I ain't from them right now, you know.
I don't really want
but
no
y'all
theory.
still be.
Oh, maybe it'll change.
Yeah, it will change. Well, maybe, but nah, it's.
If a nigga
sometimes, I've seen cases it did change sometimes. I did.
But that's a risk. I feel like, ladies, that is a huge risk to stay and talk with a nigga after he said he's not looking for a relationship. You still fucking on him and y'all hanging or whatever. And his, you know, because I think women get caught up in feeling like they gonna change and bring him around. You look for a nigga. No, and he ain't going. It's a risk.
That's a
great It is a risk, but I mean, Yeah, I mean it happens, but it is what it is.
Are you open to a relationship?
Okay, I'm glad. I'm doing the right things out here. Okay, because I feel like that we
Definitely.
the niggas that you don't want out. Because I feel like ultimately all niggas want to fuck. Like they all of y'all want to fuck. However, are you open to a relationship and fucking, or are you just like?
Gee, this I'm probably gonna sound like a hoe. What am I saying?
It is look,
Say
bro.
The whole all niggas wanna the fuck shit. I've done a lot of that.
Okay.
I promise it ain't. It's not. That's why it's so easy. Like when I do find a woman, I can easily be faithful, loyal, because I seriously.
You the man who all of it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I do meet a girl, it ain't like I want to fuck. Like, I'm legit looking at
yeah. And that makes sense. Right. No, I'm not saying you thirsty. I'm just saying ultimately, like if you want to fuck, you not really going to. Y'all like each other. You ain't gonna really say no.
If I approach you with me, one man don't want to fuck.
But that's my only point. Like
first thing first. We approach you because we physically attracted.
Yeah, we're not finna walk to like she a queen. Like no, that's like how I'm like yeah, damn, okay.
Like okay, shit, she pretty as hell.
Yeah,
nice, got a nice body, nice ass. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Exactly. We looking at all that. We ain't thinking about
that,
but then we get to know you and you know.
That'll happen. Yeah. But I'm not.
Okay, I think that's enough for now.